Hi everyone, I'm just gonna stand you up, just bear with me. I'm just gonna give people a few minutes to join. I know it's only just hit 12:30, so I will just give everyone a minute. Thanks for all joining, and I hope you are having a lovely International Women's Day and celebrating all the beautiful women in your life. But we'll just give everyone like a minute. I think I'll kick it off, guys, and let people join as the time goes on. But my name is Miss Carly J. I am a published author. I have a book out that's about self-help and motivation and helping people change their lives. And I'm also a nutrition and wellness coach. Today, I want to talk to you guys about self-love, self-confidence, and generally taking care of your well-being. I think it's quite important, not just as women, but to really be the ones that love ourselves first. So I want to talk about an overall piece today as I take over the Fit&Well Instagram. And I want to start with boosting overall confidence. I know there's a really big topic and a really big sort of community about body confidence, but I want to talk about overall confidence, not just about body confidence. So for me, it's about your whole being, being proud of who you are, believing in yourself. So for me, I really do practice a lot of this myself, and I think it helps change my outlook and my belief in my own abilities. So for me, I really believe that you need to love yourself more every day, and it's a thing you need to practice and you need to, I think, get used to doing for people that maybe don't have as much confidence as others. And part of that comes with believing in yourself and your own capabilities. So not putting yourself down when you don't do something 100%, or, if you're not as good as something as someone else, you still need to believe in what you are capable of. And also, what you have the ability to do. Because I think as humans, as women, we often don't think we're as capable of some things. But if you push yourself and you change and challenge yourself, you often find you are a lot better at things than you thought you were. So it's about giving yourself that credit, giving yourself that ability to believe in what you are capable of. So I would always push yourself to try things, to be confident in your abilities, and to give things a go no matter what. So for myself as well, I always find that you need to be quite positive about your life and about yourself. And one of those things is saying nice things to yourself every day, just like you would to a friend. So really boosting your confidence in terms of whether it be what you look like, what you're capable of, what you're doing, complimenting yourself, not just complimenting other people around yourself in your life, but really almost like bigging yourself up, like look in the mirror each day, say something nice about yourself. I think we really need to encourage ourselves and be almost like our biggest supporters, be your number one fan. So every day I want you guys to say something nice about yourself. Like you would to a friend or a family member. So every day practicing that. And alongside that, I think it's really important to be confident with yourself, to practice new things, learn to love new things about yourself, whether it be skills, talents, knowledge. The more you learn, the more you're aware of, the more knowledge you have, you start to become a more confident person in everything you do. Not just body confidence or loving yourself, but actually literally in your whole being, of educating yourself. So that would be my overall confidence sort of tips. And I guess that leads on into self-love. And so for myself, I think I mentioned before, you need to talk to yourself and take care of yourself like you would advise your best friend. So what would you say to a lover? What would you say to your favorite family member? You know, what would you recommend your best friend to do if they were down? You need to put that into yourself as well. So talking to yourself just like you would your best friend. At the end of the day, we are the only person we spend the entire world with. You are with yourself every second of this day. So make sure you're speaking to yourself nicely. You're not putting yourself down. You're not self-hating, that you are saying nice things, nice positive things to yourself each day. So with that, it may be something some people have to practice more than others. Self-confidence is something you have to build on. Not everyone has it, but I guarantee you can if you want it. So it might be that you have to do certain things to practice it. So I have like a self-love list or a feel-good list of things that if I am having a down day, or if there is things that, you know, aren't going as well in my life, I have things that I know will pick myself up, and that's not always relying on other people to bring your mood back up. So often for self-love, it can be doing things that make you feel better, whether that be going for a walk, listening to your favorite song. It could be a certain smell, or baking, or I know it sounds silly, but there are these little things that will change your mood. And it's about doing those things that make yourself feel good, like treating yourself, taking yourself out, whether it be, you know, if you really want to go out for a nice meal, take yourself out. Like, don't wait for someone else to do these things for you. And I think that's a really big thing, that we need to take care of ourselves just like we would a lover or a family member. Like if your mum was down, what would you do for her? If your best friend was sad, what would you do? Well, you'd want to pick them up. You'd want them to feel better. So why do we not do enough of this stuff for ourselves? So I'm a very big believer in like once a week doing something nice for yourself, whether it be, you know, a pamper day at home or taking yourself out. I know it's very hard in the current climate we have been in with COVID, but I hope there's obviously a light at the end of the tunnel for that. But it's sometimes thinking outside the box, like you have to do things for yourself that will make yourself feel good. And I think with that and having that mindset, we come to a more positive outlook on life. So for me, I'm always looking forward, even if you do have a bad day, it is looking forward, making yourself feel more positive about things. And I guess in a way you have to have faith. And if anything, the last year has shown us that you have to have faith and positive thoughts that everything will be okay. You know, you have survived all of your bad days. You will get through it. So when you have that positive outlook and you feel confident about things, you're almost pulling yourself out of a rut. So I do believe that when you are positive, you're grateful. And that could be that every day you have to say something that you are grateful for in this world. And it could be something so small as being able to go out for a walk each day. Or it could be something, you know, you're thankful for your family or the job or the paycheck you take home, you know, the roof over your house. We are lucky at the end of the day with things that we have in our world and have in our life. And I think we have to appreciate those small things. And when you start to appreciate a lot more of the smaller things in life, you are not worried about as much of the materialistic and bigger things. You can be more self-satisfied and happy with a more simplistic sort of outlook and what's around you, being thankful for that. And that practicing that can make you happier and then start to make you feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, it shows. And that sort of leads me on to looking at self-care and living our best life. And I find when you look at self-care, it really is about what you take care of in the inside will show on the outside. So for me, it's all about, I am a nutrition coach and I do a lot with health and wellness, but for me, it is about what food we put in our body. What are we inputting into us? Like, this is the one body we have. You've got to love the skin that you're in, no matter what shape, size, fitness levels you are. You have to take care of yourself because it's the one home you are guaranteed to have your entire life. You know, it's the one person you will spend every second with. So I would say, you know, taking care of our bodies from the inside out. So what food, what vitamins, how much sleep are we getting? who are we surrounding ourselves with in this world? And I think that's a really big one for me. I'm very about energy and who you surround yourself with in terms of toxic people versus positive people. What you're around daily, you do absorb. So make sure you are surrounding yourself with good people that have the best, interest for yourself. And likewise, that you have the best interests for them. So it is about protecting yourself, protecting your energy, protecting where you spend your time and efforts, doing nice things for yourself daily. And even as the smallest thing that sounds corny to everyone, but like, when was the last time you hugged yourself? When was the last time you said that you loved yourself? So these little things, I really believe you have to practice. And the more and more you say positive affirmations to yourself, like looking in the mirror each day and saying one thing you love about yourself, or the next day saying 2 things you love about yourself, even if you are a person that struggles to say nice things about yourself, you have to do it. And I guarantee your mindset will start to believe it. So it's all about practicing those affirmations, practicing positivity about yourself. Just like you would say something nice about your best friend, I want you every day to say something about yourself that you love. Look in the mirror and say it. No matter if you, I know this may be contradictory to some people, but even if you don't believe it at first, like if you struggle to say something nice, like, oh, I like my legs, or, oh girl, you got beautiful hair today. Like, I want you to look in the mirror and start saying these things about yourself, because when you practice positive affirmations, they will have a good effect on your mindset and your body. And with that, I think, like I said at the start, you have to be proud of who you are. You have to be proud that at the end of the day, you are here on earth. You have been chosen in a way, you are here. So you have to be proud of the person you are and know that you can become anything that you want to be. If you have enough drive, and I feel you have enough sort of consistency and hard work, you can achieve things. Don't ever think something is unreachable. We have one life to live, but this is not a dress rehearsal. We are not coming back. You need to make the most of it. You need to look back when you're 60, 70, 80 and be happy with the life that you lived, not worrying what other people think of you. I used to be a size UK 26. I was 20 stone and I would wear bikinis on the beach. I wouldn't care what people think of me. And that was purely, I loved myself big. I love myself the size I am now. So you have to love yourself no matter what, and no matter who's around you, no matter what people say about you. I think it's very important to love the being that you are, because you will look back on your life one day, and you want to know that you did everything you could in your fittest state, in your healthiest state, in your most positive state, to enjoy the life you've got. So on that note, I don't know if any of you have any questions or anything that you want to know, or something you might struggle with in terms of confidence or self-love, or, practicing positivity or anything like that. You can drop comments in the box and I can help you out with anything like that. But I think it's important to remember to really, really look at your life and be proud of what you can do, be proud of everything we've achieved. I think the last year especially has been very, very hard on people, and trying to stay positive and trying to sort of believe that everything will get better. But it's about finding those small things in life that you can get through it. You can be positive about the smallest things and find happiness in small things in your life. It's not just always about the big materialistic things as well. But when you start to take better care of yourself, I believe you start to feel better as well. Like, it turns into almost like a cycle where if you are taking care of yourself, you start to feel better. So when you start to feel better, you want to take better care of yourself. So I think that is really important. Yeah, so I can show you guys my book as well, but in terms of books and apps, I think there is a lot of apps or even free information on the internet about affirmations, about positivity. There's a lot of, I think, apps out as well to do with the mindset and wellness, like even the Calm app, that if you are someone that struggles with just like relaxing yourself, centering yourself, coming back to ground, that there are a lot out there. There's a lot of beautiful women at the moment writing amazing books, a lot of podcasts as well that I find. Fern Cotton's got hers out as well. I think it's the Happy Podcast or something like that. That a lot of people do recommend just to listen to. Like if you go out for a walk one day, listen to a podcast or, something that's going to sort of thought provoke you into positive bits. But this is my book here. It is called Half the Size but Twice the Life, but it's not just about weight loss. I wrote my book about changing mindsets, about believing in yourself, and that if anyone wants to change their life, you have the ability to do it. How long do you have to do affirmations for? So in terms of affirmations, it can be as short or as long as you want. The important thing is that you're doing it. So if you got 1 minute in the morning that you could sit still and say positive things about yourself, or positive things or grateful things. Like for instance, every morning, like after I have my coffee, I may just look out my back window and I say things that I'm happy for in the world. And it could be that it's a nice day today, or I'm thankful to have a roof over my head, or I'm thankful for my family or my friends. It's small things like that. Or sometimes it might be that, I go out for a walk or a run and I say, wow, well done to myself. You got up today and you did that. So I think that is a big thing as well. And I think that does help you feel more confident, just on the second part of your question, that when you start to praise yourself like you would your friends, your lovers, your family, when you're praising people, they feel good. So imagine if you started putting that energy into yourself each day. So praise yourself for the things that you are doing well in your life. And it can be the simplest thing as getting up and having a routine and a structured day at the moment in the world that we're living. Those things, getting up, getting ready, going out for a walk, being energetic one day. Or it might be something that, you choose to learn something new. So I think it's the more you do for yourself, the more confident you become. The more independent you become, the more you achieve. You go, wow, I did that. When you start to try things that you didn't think you could do, you will be really surprised at the amazing things you are capable of. And for me, that was something that I had to really practice. And as I tried something new and I was good at it, I was like, oh, wow, you can do that. And I'd try something else. So I'm a very big believer in always trying something that you think you might not be capable of, or trying new activities, or changing what you do for yourself each day. Like I said before about taking yourself out once a week, treat yourself to a date. You don't have to wait for someone else to take you out. Get dressed up for yourself. Go out and do something. For instance, I buy myself flowers every month. I'm not waiting for a lover or a boyfriend to do that for me. I will happily buy myself flowers every month because I love them. Or, if I want to go out for a nice meal, I have no problem taking myself out for a meal. Or if, you want to go to the movies one day, go, take yourself, get a bag of, sweets and lollies. For me, it's always about don't wait for other people to do things or to make you feel good. You are the number one person in your life. You need to be your number one supporter, your number one best friend. You are the one person you share every thought in this world with. So I really believe that. Ali has said that daily journaling has helped her, and that is something I believe a lot of people do. It helps you. Some people like to write it down. Some people might like to speak it out loud. Some people like to meditate. But daily journaling is something you can always go back to. You can see how you thought, how your thought process, and how you've changed. And writing it down is like almost physically making it real. It's like when you say things out loud, you're speaking them into existence. So that is another thing that really does help people. And I'm glad it's helped you as well, Ali. Feel positive. So yeah, if daily journaling is something you want to do, like it doesn't even have to be essays. It could just be notes that you make. I make a lot of notes in my phone, in my notes section. Like if I feel something or something makes me feel good, I often write it down. So find whatever works for you. Like what works for me may not work for someone else, and that's okay. You have to find what works for you. You can send yourself voice notes, you could, like you said, write things down. I'm very big on visualization. So vision boards as well is something that helps me feel positive, or speaking things into existence, knowing that I am capable of getting or achieving those things. So make yourself a vision board of everything you want to become, or everything you want in your life, or, you know, what you want your life to look like. Because I find when it's visual and when it's there in front of you, you start to almost make your life into those things. So never limit yourself. Never feel this is a final destination. You know, life is there to be had. So go and take it. You know, whatever you can imagine, whatever you want in this world, I truly believe if you put action behind affirmations, you can have it. I know a lot of people say, oh, I pray for this or I picture it. But I believe you've got to put some action behind those affirmations and those prayers. And when every day you take small steps to better yourself, better your life, I believe you become a more confident and happy person as you see things start to happen, because you're like, wow, I did that. I made that happen. And that is a very, very powerful thing, that if you can master your mindset and master the actions you put behind positive thoughts, the human body and the human mind is a really powerful thing. And I think sometimes we forget how capable we are of achieving things in life. So never give up on yourself. Never think you can't do something, because it all comes with your thoughts. If you think you can't do something, then you won't. But if you think, I can do that, I know I can do that, and you start putting action behind it, you will do it. So it's all about that practicing of the mindset of saying what you're going to do and then following it up with action. And when you do that, the more you do it, the more results you'll get. The more results you get, the more confidence you get. And you get into a really good circle in life. Instead of a downward rut, you can always get yourself out by getting on a positive track. So I hope those tips have helped you in a way. And this will be up on the We Are Fit and Well Instagram, so you can go back to it. But if there is anything else in the comments people want to ask, I'm happy to answer. Or you can find me on Instagram, Miss Carly J, or my website. Or if you want more on my story and how I changed my life, that is my book. But as I said, it is about changing mindsets. The weight loss was something that came with it, but it was about changing my health and changing my whole lifestyle. And I wanted to use my story to show no matter what you set as your goal, if you have the right mindset, you can achieve it. So yeah, if you guys have got any more questions, you're more than welcome to drop me an email, send me a DM on Instagram. But I hope that's helped for people to find a bit more confidence in their self and their ability in life, and to lead a more happier, healthier, positive life each day. Because like I said, you know, this is not a dress rehearsal. Life is your one chance to make everything you want it to be. So stop worrying about other people and to go after what you really want in life. But yeah, I hope that's helped you guys, and I hope you have an amazing International Women's Day. I hope you show lots of love to all the beautiful women in your life, not just today, but every day. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys joining today. Thanks.